Hello guys, this is the Gaming Revolution here and welcome back to an all new Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Zombies video. Today, Trek have received all of the gameplay details that there is to know about zombies this year. Now all of this information obviously recently leaked out, but pretty much everything has been absolutely bang on. There's not even that many minor inconsistencies, it's pretty much all bang on. Now before I go over all the information, Trek actually changed their image or profile picture over on Twitter to this, saying Requiem Vicarimus Mortem, and there's a picture of the Dark Ether in the background. I guess this is just going to be the Requiem faction logo that we're going to be playing as in Black Ops Cold War Zombies. I wonder if there's any other significance for this though. And also Trek did release the brand new menu music for Black Ops Cold War Zombies called Echoes of the Damned. Kevin Sherwood went all out. I will leave a link to the track down in this video's description on Trek's channel. It is absolutely awesome. There's a lot of nostalgia in there and it has a great build up. Now I will leave a link to Trek's blog post down in this video's description if you want to go ahead and read it for yourself, but let's jump straight into it. So it starts off by saying Black Ops Cold War Zombies gameplay guide. In just 2 weeks, Zombies fans around the world will get their hands on the first chapter of the Dark Ether story in Die Maschine on November 13th. At the official Zombies reveal in September, we laid out all of the ways we're bringing classic Zombies gameplay elements to Black Ops Cold War, including the return of the Pack-a-Punch machine, war buys, mystery box, perk machine jingles, the iconic ray gun, and more. We're also delivering a whole slate of gameplay innovations that work seamlessly together to make this year's offering our most compelling and replayable Zombies experience yet. And we know you've got questions about how all of it actually works in game. Unfortunately, we know a few people in a certain Zombies design department who can help with that, so let's get into it. So first of all, perks and skill tiers. First, let's take a look at perks, specifically which ones you'll be able to collect and utilize at launch, how they work, and for the first time in Zombies history, how to upgrade them. On launch day, you'll have 6 different zombie perks to crack open: Juggernog, Quick Revive, Speed Cola, Stamina Up, Deadshot Daiquiri, and an all new perk debuting in Black Ops Cold War, Elemental Pop. So we have the descriptions for all of the perks. So first of all, for Juggernog, they've changed it so it only increases the max health by 50 now, however you can upgrade it to get more health. Quick Revive reduces the time it takes to regen to full health by 50% and reduces the time it takes to revive an ally by 50%. Speed Cola increases reload speed by 15%. Stamina Up increases run and sprint speed. Deadshot Daiquiri, aiming down sights, moves to enemy critical location, removes scope sway. And Elemental Pop allows every bullet to have a small chance to apply a random based ammo mod effect. While Zombies veterans will be familiar with the initial versions of most of our starting perks, Elemental Pop is something different. As we hinted at in our Zombies reveal blog, this new perk is all about ammo mods. With every shot fired while Elemental Pop is active, you'll have a slight chance for a random based ammo mod to take effect against your target. An incredibly useful tool for when your back's up against the wall. But what happens when you want to take your perks to the next level? That's where our all new skill tiers come in. In Black Ops Cold War Zombies, every perk can be permanently upgraded to 3 levels. Yes, you heard that right, permanently. So I talked about this within my prior video, which I will leave a link to down in this video's description. I pretty much go over all of this information, but even more in depth. And yeah, I am glad that there's now a permanent upgrade system because this gives you a reason to keep on grinding zombies. So to upgrade your perks, you'll need to earn raw Ethereum crystals by reaching milestone rounds within the game or through successful exfiltration. So as you guys know, you can now exfil the map on a helicopter at any point within the game. If you just want to leave instead of having to kill yourself, you can exfil. What's more, you'll be able to upgrade skills related to field upgrades, ammo mods, and weapon classes to help you stay alive even longer as you collect and invest more Ethereum crystals. Over time, you'll use these crystals to improve the tools in your arsenal, improving their damage and utility to help you reach higher rounds. As an example, upgrading the Elemental Pop perk to tier 3 will grant the following effects. Tier 1, equipment damage also has a small chance to apply a random based ammo mod effect. For tier 2, it reduces the ammo mod cooldowns by 20%, and for tier 3, when a random ammo mod is applied, it uses your current skill instead of the base. Oh, and don't worry, we'll be introducing more perks throughout our post-launch seasons, no guesses. Yes, I'm glad about that. As you guys know, there actually used to be 5 tiers for all of the perks, so I'm guessing they have taken a load of the other tiers and they're probably going to merge them into future DLC perks. By the way, in my prior video, I go over all of the upgrades, so if you are interested in reading about that, there will be a link in this video's description, because we go over all of the upgrades for the perks, the ammo mods, and also the field upgrades. Now, for weapon rarities, perks are essential, but let's be honest, survival in in zombies is all about the weapons. In previous iterations, too many zombie players were left trying to figure out which weapons were the top tier for any given situation based on their war buy prices, or by rolling them from the mystery box and hoping for the best. This time around, our new weapon rarity system gives every weapon a path to greatness. Here's how. Weapon comes in 5 tiers of rarity: common / loadout, so basically this is just your standard starting pistol, it's just the grey variant. Then we have uncommon or green, we have rare, which is going to be blue weapons, epic, and also legendary. So each tier increases the damage done by those weapons and will also determine how many randomized attachments will come along for the fight. For example, an uncommon weapon will feature around 50% damage boost over its loadout version and comes with just 2 attachments, while the legendary version kicks that up to roughly 300% damage and comes stacking with 8 attachments. But how does this affect war buys and the mystery box, you ask? Doesn't this new system make those less effective, you ask? Great question, fear not. Weapon rarities make war buys and the mystery box even more worthwhile in Black Ops Cold War by giving players more opportunities in any given game. Buying your favorite weapon off the wall is now different every game with random attachments thrown in the mix, and the mystery box actually increases its odds of rolling high rarity weapons as the rounds get higher. This is awesome. So all of the different war buys and also the mystery box weapons are going to have random rarities, and mystery box weapons will increase their rarity as the rounds go up and the zombies get more difficult. So this creates a new layer of strategy to keep in mind as the match goes on. What happens if you hit the jackpot on your first spin of the mystery box and get an epic magnum at round 10, and then roll an uncommon AK-74U on your very next spin? Let's just say you're more comfortable with SMGs, but you know your damage potential will become lower as a result of switching. Which one do you keep? Previously, if you found a strong weapon in the mystery box, you had very little motivation to return. Now, even if you roll a weapon that you're happy with early in the game, you can return 10 rounds later and try to roll the legendary version. The mystery box also now includes support items such as the sentry turret and a war machine, which always comes in handy. To quote Trek's lead zombie system designer, Kevin Drew, "I've been playing zombies for 10 years and this is the most excited I've ever been when opening the mystery box. I am hyped for this. This is going to just add a whole new factor for zombies and a reason to just keep on playing the game, because it means that every game is going to be so much more randomized and different, and it's definitely worthwhile to progress through the rounds and get those better weapons since your odds become higher." So, custom loadouts. Because we're bringing everything together to unify progression across multiplayer and zombies in Black Ops Cold War, this was the team's first chance to fully deliver custom loadouts in zombies. First and foremost, empowering weapons to bring all of their unlocked weapons and cosmetics into zombies takes the action up a notch and gets everyone into higher rounds faster. This gives players more freedom to play their way, especially for those who want to get a better feel for how much fun zombies can be after the first few rounds. Loadouts don't change the classic zombies formula as much as you might think. However, if starting out with the classic 1911 pistol is your jam, go for it. The design team carefully considered how loadouts would affect weapon progression gameplay, and as such, loadouts in zombies are simplified compared to those in multiplayer. You can only bring a single weapon and a field upgrade with your zombies loadout. Furthermore, that single weapon will have its attachments and cosmetics, but it will be the lowest rarity available, common, which means your starting weapon won't be very effective at killing zombies after a handful of early rounds, and you'll still need to get out there and find other weapons quickly. You can also upgrade the rarity of your loadout weapon in game, or any weapon for that matter, so you can keep your customized loadout weapon into higher rounds if that's more your style. So I know a lot of people were worried now that you can actually start with like an SMG as your starting weapon. Well, fear not, because it's going to be the lowest rarity, so there's still going to be a reason to spin the mystery box and get those higher rarity weapons. Now, in terms of field upgrades in zombies are entirely different from those found in multiplayer, and for good reason. So essentially, these are just a new version of specialist weapons. They work very similarly. So these are tools designed to fit the narrative of Black Ops Cold War's Dark Ether story and provide a welcome power spike as part of the core combat loot without making players OP in the progress. So here we have all of the zombie field upgrades available at launch, but there will be more, I believe, coming as a DLC. I think there was actually a few more that I talked about within my video, which will be linked in this video's description, that are not included in this list. That'll probably be DLC. So we have Frost Blast. Create a frigid blast of wind that deals frost damage and slows enemies caught inside of it. Slowed enemies take additional damage. Then we have Healing Aura. Summon beams of energy down on yourself and allies to instantly heal to full health. Then we have Energy Mine. Create a mine of pure energy that detonates on proximity of enemies, dealing explosive damage. We did see this in the trailer. We have Ring of Fire. Create a ring of ethereal fire that boosts damage for you and your allies. Normal enemies who enter gain a burning effect that deals fire damage, lasts 15 seconds. And then we have Ether shroud that we saw in the trailer again, phase into the dark ether for 5 seconds, becoming hidden from enemy detection. The design of these field upgrades takes inspiration from several action-based abilities in previous zombies games, including certain gobblegums, elixirs, and even some non-passive perks. Each one is balanced with an appropriate number of zombie kills required to charge it. For example, Healing Aura has the upgraded ability to revive players in the map remotely, but requires double the kills to charge than an offensive-based field upgrade such as Energy Mine. So once again, I went over all of the upgrades for the field upgrades down in this video's description in that video. When you load into a match, you're going to want to have one of these field upgrades unlocked in your custom loadout and ready to charge up. Coordinate with the rest of your team before a match to make sure you've got a good balance of offensive, defensive, and support upgrades to help everyone survive as long as possible. Now, in terms of the controversial feature, armor and salvage. Replacing the crafted shield of previous zombies experiences, armor provides a 360-degree layer of protection from the armies of the undead. So I speculated that maybe armor was replacing the shield, and it appears as though I was right. It doesn't seem like there's a shield in this game and you have armor instead. So armor can be found as a rare drop from enemies or purchased using salvage from armor crates around the map. So you'll just get it randomly when you kill zombies, or you can buy it. When worn, it will mitigate a portion of incoming damage. Every hit will still deal damage, but its durability is limited. Although armor is partially repaired by picking up the occasional armor shard dropped from certain enemies, and we do see this in the trailer, it's a finite resource and you'll find yourself vulnerable again once you run out of salvage to repair it. You can also fully repair armor by picking up a carpenter power-up, which is good. That's just like with the shield in Black Ops 4. Armor can also be upgraded to 2 additional levels, increasing its damage mitigation and durability from the armor stations. You're going to need it as the rounds progress because zombies grow stronger every round. Remember, even when you're paired with an upgraded Juggernog perk, no amount of armor can save you if you find yourself overrun, especially as zombies get higher and the challenge increases. Now, in terms of support, Scorestreaks. We've wanted to bring Scorestreaks to zombies for a long time, and now that player progression is unified across modes, there's never been a better opportunity. While certain zombies maps have included some variants of these in the past, the new Dark Ether narrative offered the perfect chance to finally carry over some of the militarized versions into zombies to raise the stakes even higher. Sometimes you just need a little extra power to get out of a tight spot, and that's where support comes into play. At launch, the available support selections will include a combat bow, a sentry turret, a war machine, a chopper gunner, and also self-revive. So we did see the sentry turret, we did see the war machine, and also the chopper gunner in the trailer. Keep an eye out for one of these to pop up out of the mystery box if you're lucky. So yes, you can get these from the mystery box. So I guess this gives some clarification on how self-revive is going to work. I speculated in my last video talking about how it might just be a random drop. However, I did say it could be in the mystery box, and well, it seems like there is a low chance to actually get it from the mystery box. And for those curious about how calling in a chopper gunner works without being instantly ripped to shreds by zombies, while you're controlling it, any support that takes perspective away from your character will temporarily make you immune to damage and ignored by enemies when it's deployed. This ensures that parties of one can make use of support in solo games as well. Now for loot and crafting. It pays to stay resourceful during an undead invasion. In Black Ops Cold War Zombies, every zombie has a small chance of dropping resources including salvage, armor, and even lethal and tactical equipment. The tougher the enemy, the better the loot. As you unlock equipment and score streaks through standard player progression, that content will become available at the crafting table in-game and can be crafted using resources. Rarity is also assigned to loot based on its effectiveness. For example, a frag grenade is considered uncommon loot, whereas the Symbol Monkey is a rare drop. So there's lots of different parts and salvage that you can receive randomly just by killing zombies. So they've taken a lot of features from Warzone, since you're now going to have to loot in zombies. But I think this is pretty good. There's apparently different rarities of salvage and different types of salvage depending on which buildable you are trying to craft, and different buildable tables around the map depending on the type of buildable you want to craft. Now for the optional refill. So we already know about this from the trailer. Why die if you don't have to? With the new option to exfil from the map, when your squad can't last much longer, you can roll the dice and try to survive long enough to escape with some extra rewards, but it won't be easy. So you're going to exfil on a helicopter. So starting at the end of round 10 and every 5 rounds after, you'll have the option to use a radio in the starting area of the map to call in exfil. In a co-op game, the majority of players must vote to initiate exfiltration. Once triggered, the normal round will end and you'll be given a new objective to reach the exfil site within a specific time limit. At this point, zombies will begin to flood the area in a last-ditch effort to stop your squad in its tracks. Once you reach the site, a helicopter will fly in and hover above until the zone is cleared before it can land. If you manage to make it onto the chopper, you'll escape with some bonus XP and the chance to earn raw Ethereum crystals. crystals. Risk versus reward. Now I'm wondering if there's actually going to be a boss fight when you exfil the map, so this could be like an Easter egg boss fight without actually doing the main Easter egg. That would be awesome if that is actually the case, but I like this exfil system. It does seem like it's going to be a challenge to actually escape. Now in terms of the ping system, so once again I talked about this within my last video, for the first time we're bringing a locational ping system to zombies players. This will function the same way it does in Black Ops Cold War's multiplayer and Warzone, activated by pressing D-pad left on controllers and Z on keyboards by default. Whether you're marking the next door you need a friend to open, pointing out the Pack-a-Punch machine to a first timer, or pinging the latest location of the mystery box for your squad, we think this feature brings a huge quality of life improvement to Black Ops Zombies players, and it does. This is awesome. Now you're going to be able to find your way around the map a lot easier. You can ping locations where you want to head, or if you want to save a location. It's definitely going to help if you're doing an Easter egg with other players. They can mark a location on the map and you can just follow that marker to where you need to go instead of getting lost on the map. So yeah, that's everything I have to talk about today. Anyways, thank you for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're not the latest and greatest Call of Duty news and information. So anyways, thank you for watching, and bye.